Shalom everybody, good afternoon. It's now around 3 o'clock on Election Tuesday, November 5th. In England we know this as Guy Fawkes Day, and in America it is one of, if not the most important elections that our country has had over the course of its history. It affects our country, it affects civilization, it affects the world, it affects Jews, it affects Israel. There's much that I can say, but simply the bottom line is this. Half of you, maybe under half of us, will be disappointed or happy. And the other side, half will be disappointed or happy. One thing we know, we do not decide the election, we just do our part in terms of voting. And so, in as much as so many of us, of you, are glued to our TVs, watching every single return, every potential swing state, at the end of the day, we've done our part. And there's a greater good and the greater higher power that controls the world. We as Jews, historically, have always been committed to voting and to the process of a voting system, of capitalism, of running and living lives like the way we do in America and in Western democracy. But when the results come in, notwithstanding your personal elation, emotion, or disappointment, we have to remember that we live in America. We are blessed to live in this country. We have to remember that the ideals that this country was founded upon remain, and we have to fight and protect them every which way, no matter which way the election turns out. Every Shabbat, we recite a special prayer, and prayer on behalf of the U.S. Armed Forces, the IDF soldiers, as well as a prayer for the American president. And since a decade or so, possibly more, 15, 16 years ago, so many of us have had a challenge, a difficult time reciting that prayer, because they felt just distant from the president. We need to know that it is our job to pray that the Almighty keeps whomever he chooses to be the next president of the United States safe and sound, to make the right decisions for us, her citizens, as well as for the world. And so I implore you, I beg you, that notwithstanding your elation or disappointment tonight, tomorrow morning recommit yourself to your family, to your community, to our Torah mitzvahs, to Israel, to democracy and to freedom, and together and united we will forge ahead, one people, one solidarity, with one heart, in unison, protecting and believing the way we have historically gone through elections that we may not have approved or may have disapproved or may have approved of its final outcome. I hope and pray that Hashem sends the right person to lead our country and to lead us. Hashem should give us strength, and Hashem should bless us with peace. Wishing you a good night, notwithstanding which way it goes, and look forward to seeing you in the next few days and weeks ahead in unison and in joy. Shalom.